Okay, so the situation that we currently have on GBP, JPY is very, very interesting. In fact, what do we have? Now, from a monthly perspective, we have a market that clearly has rejected a very strong support area. It was support here, turned again support here, and the market again rejected this very strong support at this area. If we go and see what we had also with the previous candle, we can see that here we have the candle that the next one is supposed to fill in the wick, giving us further confluence for possible continuation to the upside. We go down on the weekly time frame, and what we can see now on the weekly time frame, we can see that we will very soon encounter very strong weekly resistance at this area from which we expect a rejection. In fact, this area was acting as very strong resistance here. Also in the past, if you extend it, you can see that it was acting as strong support here, resistance broke to the upside, retested it with this wick, broke to the downside, acted as resistance, broke down, and now this area will again act as weekly resistance at this zone. And we expect a short-term reaction from the area. If we go down on the daily, what we can see now on the daily time frame, we can see that at this point we have a very nice opportunity setting up because the market is approaching this zone, creating a nice W formation. So from this area, we definitely expect the market to give us a move to the downside to go and complete the pattern at the previous daily resistance, not on support, to basically complete the W formation at the neckline, aka the previous resistance now turned support. So how we will be approaching this kind of situation with students? First of all, let's go and see what we have from a COT perspective. So commitment of traders, what big banks and institutions are currently doing in the market. Now, what we can see from a GBP perspective, we can see that net positions clearly in the long run have decreased. So we went from having way more longs than shorts from an institutional perspective on the pound to having more shorts than longs with minus 36K, with 63K shorts and 26K longs. So in the long term, we have seen a clear decrease in the strength of the pound, but now we can see that we are going from minus 36K to the minus 18K that we have with the last report, with 48K shorts and 29K longs from an institutional perspective. In fact, the pound has been getting stronger. And if we go and see what we have from a JPY perspective, what we can see is that currently we're sitting at minus 27K net positions. So overall decrease in the strength in the short term with now 23K shorts and 50K longs. So overall, we can definitely expect the W formation to complete to the downside. So the way in which we will be approaching this with students is very simple. We will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries on the 4 hours with students, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward, 1 to 3 at least, for the move to the downside and good probabilities for the completion of the pattern. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. And I will see you in the next video.